In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 things you need when it comes to shooting and editing lifestyle real estate videos to help you and your business and your agent stand out. We'll be looking at some recent lifestyle videos I've shot over the past couple of months and show you how I use these tips as a foundation to create these every time. So let's get into it right now. This video is also sponsored by Epidemic Sound, which is where we get all of our music and sound effects you're gonna see in this video. More on them later. Okay, so first off, what's a lifestyle video? In short, I consider a lifestyle real estate video to be a higher end video production emulating the lifestyle that you can live at these grand luxury properties to potential buyers. And if you're thinking, well, isn't that kind of what a real estate video does? Yes, but this takes it to the next level, and you're gonna see how. Okay, so let's jump into the first tip. Number 1, you need a story. This is the most important aspect of these videos and honestly what makes them so different from regular real estate videos. Kind of like a movie or a short film, if you don't have a story, it's just not good whatsoever. It's just maybe pretty shots put together that doesn't make sense. Having a story for these lifestyle videos is the key that ties it all together. And you might be thinking, how do you make a story about a house? You know, even if it's a really nice house, how do you make a story about that? So what I do is I sit down with the agent because whenever they order one of these with my business, we get a 1-hour pre-production meeting with them to kind of plan out everything, storyboard it, shots, what we'll need, what the final deliverable is going to look like, and come up with the story for it. So for example, let's take a really nice property that sits on 10 acres of land, has a lake, a custom barn, things like that. You're gonna wanna make a story kind of around those features. That's kind of the main selling point of that property. So in other words, you can shoot different scenes in those main spaces to highlight them. And this is really important why we sit down with the realtor before we do the shoot so we don't have to figure this out on the spot and kind of be in that awkward position where we're like, what are we gonna shoot next? Should we kind of shoot this or that? It's honestly one of the most smoothest and straightforward shoots we do because we've put so much pre-production and planning into it. We know the story, the shots we need to get, so we're ready to go. Okay, jumping to tip number 2, adding from the first one, you want to use actors. And I'm using quotations because I'll tell you what I really mean by that. Another big difference from lifestyle videos to real estate videos is that you have subjects. You have the human element in the video, not just real estate style shots like you do a regular real estate video. You're gonna want to use actors to emulate that lifestyle, to add that personal connection. So not only having a great story that's now relatable, but actually adding subjects to your video to just add to the video production, make it more relatable to the viewer, and visually showcasing the lifestyle that you can live there. And here's how I get around this. Almost every single time when an agent wants to do a higher end lifestyle video like this, they either 1, want to be in the video themselves, or they usually have friends or family that would be willing to help them out to do this video. Now, the only one main drawback to this is the fact that they aren't trained actors. They don't really know what to do. They haven't been on camera. So this is where you do have to step it up and be really good at directing. But at the same time, if you have a very thorough storyboard and direction for the video, it's really easy to direct people to do simple things. For example, in the birthday video, hey, all we need you to do is just be hanging out with your girlfriends, just have some fun, a lot of laughs and smiles, walk over here or do this, play over there. Just giving them some very simple direction will go a long way. Now, obviously in the future, I'd love to get to the point where I can keep doing these and bring on skilled and trained actors to just make these even better, have them on call, and yeah, go from there. And before moving on, I quickly wanted to mention that if you're getting value out of this video, you should really think about joining my community. I started a community for real estate photographers and videographers that want to grow and expand their business, take it to the next level. And since we've started this, we have over 100 members in this group, and the feedback I'm getting is awesome, and everyone is getting a bunch of value out of it. Probably my favorite perk for joining is you get access to a private Discord group where we're all chatting every day, talking about gear, platforms, pricing, behind the scenes, critiquing our work, and just helping each other get better and better each day. You also get access to an exclusive behind the scenes video series that I only post to members, and a digital welcome pack of some of the most used assets that I use constantly in my real estate media business. So if you're interested, it's only $5 a month to join. Head to the link in my description to check it out. Now back to it. Tip number 3 is one for more in the editing suite that is actually very important and constantly looked over, and that is having sound design, having sound effects to take your videos to the next level. So whenever I do these videos, even regular real estate videos, I always add sound design. I always add sound effects that emulate whatever visual is going on while I'm watching the video. So after I'm actually done cutting the video to the music or whatever process you do, I turn the music off and then I just play it back dead silent, and I try and visualize what noises or sounds I would be hearing at that part of the video. So for example, if I have a shot of the pool, I would probably be hearing pool noises, waterfall, water running. Or if I have a shot that is at night, I might be hearing crickets or night ambience and things like that. So any little sound effects or ambiance that you can add to the overall video is gonna just take it to that next level and immerse your viewers to really feel like they're there, add more to the production value, and just make that video stand out even more, because most people don't do that. And like I said, we do that even for all of our real estate videos. Whether it's an outside shot, you might hear birds chirping, or a fire pit might have some of that fire crackling noise. Just in my opinion, it can only make your videos that much better. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video, which is Epidemic Sound. All of the sound effects and music you've heard in this video, past videos, all of our real estate videos, and even the videos on my channel are all from Epidemic Sound. Not only do they have over 40,000 tracks, but also have over 90,000 sound effects, so I can honestly say there's never really been a time where I couldn't find whatever I was looking for. And I also love that they have two main navigation features that can help you find what you're looking for really quickly. First off, and probably my favorite, you have Sound Match, which is a really cool feature where you can upload either a rough cut of your whole video or just individual clips, and then it uses AI to analyze the visual and give you a curated list of some of the best tracks that it thinks would work best for that video. This is a really helpful tool because whenever we're really busy doing a lot of real estate video shooting, I can easily find new tracks and I can avoid spending a lot of time hunting through track after track. Second is the Find Similar tool, where you can select a certain part of a track and it will bring up similar tracks that have the same sound or feel. I use this all the time by going to the Downloads tab and then seeing some recent music I've been using and then finding similar ones for new videos. So if you're interested in checking out Epidemic Sound, head to the link in my description to see some of my favorite real estate tracks and sound effects, and sign up for a free 7-day trial. And thanks again to Epidemic Sound for sponsoring this video. Now back to it. And now let's jump to tip number 4, which is using both lifestyle videos and real estate video shots in your edit. So you might have already met with your agent and you have your story and your video direction. We have the actors or the people that are going to be in the video lined up, and now it's the shoot day, and now you're kind of maybe contemplating what all you have to shoot. You don't want to just shoot lifestyle shots and that's it. You still want to have those main wide real estate video shots to put in your video. One of my favorite things to do when it comes to breaking the video up and making it more interesting is actually blending a few scenes of the lifestyle shots and then break them up by introducing the space, doing those classic wide real estate shots. So for example, in that birthday themed video, we had shots of the girls hanging out around the bar area, kind of having a glass of wine. But then right after that, I show some really nice shots of the kitchen. That way you get both. You see the lifestyle you can live there and the actual shots of the kitchen. Same thing for the acreage property. We have some really cool car shots, the car driving in, things like that. But then I show the whole space so you still get a feel of it. And then another formula you could use is where you just show a good amount of lifestyle shots and then have a full section that's almost like a mini real estate video. After she was done talking and I had shown a good amount of lifestyle shots, I took a quick break in the video to just showcase a mini real estate video of the main parts of the home that were really worth highlighting, and then back to the lifestyle shots, and then just going back and forth, whatever makes sense. And the last tip is something new that I've been experimenting with some of the past couple of videos I've done, but not on every video, and that is where I have the agent have an on-camera section or a voiceover. Now, like I said, this is not something you have to do if that seems stressful for you or also the agent, because it is a lot on them to come up with a script or be able to do that on camera. It's not entirely necessary, and I did a handful of lifestyle videos before even thinking about that. But the biggest thing about this is it can really take your video to the next level because now you're adding another new element to the video that can even help structure your video together, add more production value, and just make it better overall. And the biggest difference about these is it's not your traditional agent on camera part where they go, welcome to so-and-so property, my name is blank with whatever. It's not really like that. It's more of a narrative, creative approach that you would probably hear in a movie or a short film.
Live within the slow pace and presence of wonder right here in Fulshear, Texas. This is where you can step back in time, where sunshine and trees, fresh air and stars welcome you at the end of each day.
And one of the best things about having a script or a voiceover is it can help structure your video. Depending on what the agent is saying, and if you both think it's a really good script, now you know what to put in the video because all you have to really do is kind of add supporting visuals to whatever they're saying.
Every artist aspires to approach the level of the great masters in their medium. Such is the case for custom home builders, who are the true artisans in our industry. While every custom home is unique by definition, just like the works of the masters, there are those homes that can be considered masterpieces.
So even if the voiceover isn't the whole video, it still really helped to get the point across and have them on camera, giving them more exposure, and just add another element that helped take the video, in my opinion, to the next level. Okay, and before wrapping it up, I did want to give 3 bonus tips that didn't make the cut to the main list that I feel like are just as important, but I can get through them pretty quick. 1, you don't want to shoot everything really wide. You don't want to just stick at your 15mm, 16mm wide perspective, especially when it comes to shooting people on camera. They're going to look distorted. It's not going to look as cinematic. It's just not going to emulate the right feel. For me, I love using 35mm to 50mm perspective on a full frame camera. That really gives that short film cinematic movie look, in my opinion. And especially if you have those tighter shots mixed in with your wide real estate shots, it's going to give your video a lot more variety and just make it more interesting. And tip number 2 related to the gear, you want to keep your setup small. Don't overthink it, especially if you're going to do one of these for the first time ever. Just stick with the stuff that you already are using, just your camera, wide lens, gimbal, maybe bring a tripod and maybe a prime lens 35 or 50 just to get those lifestyle shots, but don't think you have to bring 3 lights, an assistant, rent a cinema camera, or just take it way too far, because I feel like the more gear you have on set, the more things you're going to question and then possibly hinder you from producing the best work you could with just a limited setup. And then the last bonus tip is to produce both the lifestyle video and a regular real estate video. Now, that might be something where you ask them, because maybe in the case where they're just looking for a lifestyle video, then you don't have to waste any time getting those regular real estate video shots for that edit. But for me, whenever they order one of these packages in my business, they get the lifestyle real estate video, a regular real estate video, and a vertical edit. So they get 3 video deliverables. That way they're covered in their video marketing side. And that way it's just a lot more valuable. And that way I can bundle all of these things together along with the photos and drone and everything else you need for the listing to get that price point a lot higher for these shoots. Okay, so final thoughts. As someone that is really passionate about video and cinematography, this is honestly one of the most fulfilling types of videos to create. I feel like it's as close as I can get right now to producing short films, cinematic, really higher end content that really inspires me, not just regular real estate videos, which is a foundation of my business, but like I said, these are a lot more fun and fulfilling to produce, especially when I see them online and see the engagement they get. So that's it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down your thoughts, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you guys to be part of the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.